Let's go to the next email here. We're taking live callers. We're getting our blog talk switchboard nice and full. We're going to be taking live callers here very momentarily. I got another email here from Brother Scott. Brother Scott Bakley. He says here, first dream. First dream, I was shown a camp where people getting the mark of the beast. And some got their heads chopped off at a guillotine. The messed up part of the dream was that the dead that lost their heads were used for food for those who took the mark of the beast. Oh dear. He says that the second dream, I was lifted up into the air to Jerusalem. Brought down to the street by the wall, there was a shovel. I started digging by the wall and found a door. I was with another, did not see the face. I opened the door with both, went down the stairs into a very large room where I saw experiments with animals mixed with other animals, and it was very creepy. And at the end of the room, there was another door. I opened that door in another large room. There was one who had more experiments with animals and humans mixed together. Oh dear. He goes on to say, at the end of this room, there was another door. I opened this door, a small room with a woman at a bar counter crying. She had on a normal shirt with white shorts. I came up to her from behind, whispered in her ear, asking her to come with us. The others who was with me opened the door, told me to come. I asked her to come. She did not want to at first, and she came. This room was much larger than the first two rooms. We started walking there. There were 4 men that came to us telling us that we were not welcome. Had to leave right now. And was told to keep going. So we walked up to another group in an oval with one in the middle. There was a sun on the wall and a pentagram on the floor, he says. That was the end of the dream. I did find this in the Bible. Big hint. 4 doors. Email me back to let you know. Oh dear. Well, Brother Scott, I don't know if I'll be emailing you back, but I'll tell you what, that's quite an interesting dream that you had there. Let's go on to the next email. We're talking about last days, end time dreams and visions. This is a live caller broadcast. Right now, we're taking just a couple of moments here to read some emails from some of you precious viewers. I got another email, this time from Sister Ashley Young. Ashley says, good morning. The dream about the lukewarm church. Good morning, she says. I wanted to contact you about a dream I had last night. I was at my church preaching at the podium about the church needing to wake up. I'm not a preacher nor a teacher. However, I preached an amazing sermon. In my dream, I kept hitting the pulpit with my hand, hard yelling to the church to wake up. Time is short. I preached on Matthew chapter 24 and kept yelling the phrase, wake up. I also quoted a lyric from the song by the Christian singer Keith Green entitled Asleep in the Light, which stated, how can you be so dead when you've been so well fed? That was the end of this dream. Upon waking from the dream, I started reading my Bible as I normally do in the morning. Right now, I'm reading in the book of Mark and came across these verses which confirmed this dream was from God. I was reading in Mark chapter 13, verse 32 through 37 in the Living Bible, where it says, however, no one, not even the angels in heaven, nor I myself, knows the days or hour when these things will happen. Only the Father knows. And since you don't know when it will happen, stay alert. Be on the watch for my return. My coming can be compared with that of a man who went on a trip to another country. He laid out his employees' work for them to do while he was gone, and told the gatekeeper to watch for his return. Keep a sharp lookout, for you do not know when I will come. At evening, at midnight, early dawn, or late daybreak. Don't let me find you sleeping. Watch for my return. This is my message to you and to everyone else. Thank you for allowing me to share this dream with you and your listeners. Keep up the amazing work you and your husband do. May God continue to bless you and your family. Thank you, Sister Ashley, and thank you for taking the time to email us that amazing and prophetic dream. Listen, the Lord tells us to watch. He says, what I tell you, I tell all to watch. That is in the Gospels in Matthew chapter 24 and Mark chapter 13. And according to Ezekiel chapter 33, we are called to be watchmen. And there is a large, loud sounding alarm that is currently blowing because the day of the Lord is at hand. I got another dream, this time from Eddie. Brother Eddie says, in my dream, I saw storm clouds. They were fierce, terrifying, billowing, black and gray, powerful storm. As I stood there looking at them, I noticed a tree that it was blackened, burnt. I continued looking at the storm, and I saw the ground cracked and charred. I saw a coral with a gate, and I was inside the coral. I noticed that the gate was slowly closing. I woke up and sat at the edge of my bed, and I cried out, "Dear God, what's the meaning of this?" I heard him very distinctly. He said, "I'm bringing a storm across the land. But you need not worry or fear, for I, the Lord God, is with you." Oh, dear. Brother Eddie, that's a powerful dream that the Lord showed you. And it's true. Not that you need for me to say what he's shown you to be as truth is true, but it's true. He's definitely bringing a storm of biblical proportions across the land. Let me read just a couple more emails here. Sister Renee Sanchez sends in an email. She says, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had a dream that the Lord gave me about the mark of the beast. It was like any other day. I was with my husband and little brother and someone else. We went to Walmart or Target to buy a couple of things. Once we got to the checkout line, I went to pay for my items with my Bank of America debit card. And the lady at the checkout line replied, "I'm sorry, we no longer accept credit or debit cards." I looked at my husband and said, "Hubby, do you have cash on you?" She replied again saying, "I'm sorry, but we no longer accept cash either." I told her, "Well, what do you expect me to pay with?" She said, "Well, if you want to purchase these items, we can do a one-time procedure that will take no longer than 5 minutes." As she said this, as she was pointing at this weird machine scanner stamp looking thing. That was the end of the dream. I woke up, tripped out, she says. And now I'm seeing a lot of talk about a one-world currency more than I usually do. I know it's going to happen. I just think it's coming soon, sooner than expected. And I'm not going to give a date on when it will happen, but I can feel that it's close. God bless you and your family, and thank you for reading my dreams. And then she quotes Acts chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, that I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Oh, Sister Renee, the mark of the beast system, the mark of the beast society will be unveiled, just as she perfectly said. Soon. It's coming soon, she says. Sooner. And sooner than expected, she says. Sooner than expected.